Right now to our morning business report. One airline just announced their largest ever international expansion, creating more destinations for you to fly to.
Plus, consumer confidence among Americans is at its lowest since January. Channel 3's Jane King live at the New York Stock Exchange with all those stories for us. Good morning, Jane.
Hi, Caitlin. And Caitlin, good morning. Yes, consumer confidence fell this month as gas prices remained above $4 a gallon. However, consumer views of the job market did improve a little bit this month. Well, United Airlines has announced the largest international network expansion in its history, adding 10 new international destinations across Europe and Asia. Now, highlights include the first nonstop U.S. flights to Slovenia and Luxembourg. Plus, there's new service to Ibiza, Okinawa, and several European cities. Most of these flights will originate out of United's hub at Newark Airport, and this is all expected to launch in the spring and summer of next year. Well, Uber has also had a launch. It's a new feature that gives parents a live view inside their teens' rides from pickup to drop-off. It's rolling out live video streaming for Uber teen accounts. So when the feature is enabled by a driver, the parent or guardian linked to the teen account will receive a notification after the trip begins, letting them know that the live video is available. They can then tap the notification to watch the ride from within the Uber app. And stocks rose yesterday as interest rates slipped. We will get some deep insight into AI today. NVIDIA, the AI chip company, reports earnings later this afternoon, and ahead of that, we're a bit lower. Live from the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Jane King. Back to you.